Hi, I wanted to talk to you a bit about our class today. A little bit of a recapitulative video here. What do you put in your notes from our discussion today? Well, I suppose that you'll want to read through the chapter again or read through the first pages of the chapter and sort of say, okay, what were we talking about and how does that connect to what we've read? But here are some things that I would recommend that you put in your notes. First of all, what's a standpoint? We talked today about a standpoint as a place from which to view the world. But it is a place that both reveals things and conceals other things. So a standpoint enables you to know some things, but it also keeps you from knowing other things. Standpoint theory sounds rather conceptual or rather intellectual, and it is really interested in what you can know and what you aren't able to know. The social groups to which we belong shape what we can know. That's standpoint theory in just a line. The social group you're in profoundly shapes what you can know. But it also shapes how we communicate and who gets to communicate and whose communication matters. That's why we were talking about all the sort of power dynamics of a classroom, because it's a context which we're all familiar with. We've seen the power dynamics and we know how things shift and change. Now, Harding and Wood are really interested in vernacular voices. So in our classroom, they wouldn't necessarily be interested in, say, the A students or the professor. They'd be interested in students who are like, I'm just sort of an ordinary student. I'm not really awesome at this. This is not like my best class. I'm not really super great at comm theory. They would say, huh, what? You want to, what? You tell us what's going on. You know what's going on. It's the vernacular voices, it's the ordinary voices, the everyday voices that are most reliable when it comes to understanding the dynamics of a social setting. So here it is put a little bit more formally. Standpoint theorists suggest that social inequities aren't just like darn unfortunate circumstances, but they're constructed. Like somebody's are arranging those circumstances so that some people are powerful and some people are not. And Harding and Wood say the perspective of the people who are less powerful is actually more objective than the perspective of the people who are in power. That's our class. That was our discussion today, and I hope that's of help to you. I forgot to pass out your tests. So I do have your test graded, and I was able to share the test with about half of you whom I caught in the hallway after class. But if you didn't get to see your test today and you'd like to see it, I will be in my office just about all day tomorrow. Maybe send me a text or a note and say, are you there? And I'd be glad to share it with you. Otherwise, I'll bring the test with me on Wednesday. Keep in touch with me as you're wrestling with this theory, and let's talk again soon.